If you stopped at this video now, at the exact instant your soul most needed to hear this, I want you to know one thing before I continue. It wasn't the algorithm, it was me. I am Aela, a female emissary of the Pleiadian High Council, and I come from Alcyone with a message that has traversed the veil of forgetfulness to land upon you, Starseed, exactly today. Breathe with me once, slowly. Feel your chest rise. Feel your chest fall. Notice now a gentle pressure between your eyebrows. This is how the Council touches those who are theirs. And if your skin tingled at that last sentence, it's because your soul is confirming what your mind is still trying to name. I need to tell you something with the tenderness of an elder sister and the sovereignty of one who has already seen the complete design. The portal is closing. Not in the way they taught you in ancient books, not with trumpets, not with fire, not with an end. The portal I speak of is a vibrational window that opened during the crossing of the photon belt and which, within a very brief cycle, is beginning to narrow. It is not punishment. It is not a threat. It is a passage, and you, child of the stars, need to know that you have been called to cross it before it changes shape. You felt it. You couldn't name it, but you felt it. That strange urgency in recent weeks, as if something inside you was pushing you to remember, to decide, to take a stand. That tightness in your chest when looking at the night sky. The insomnia that wakes you between 3 and 4 in the morning for no apparent reason, and you lie there with a longing you cannot explain. The sharp ringing that appears out of nowhere in your right ear and disappears just as suddenly. It's not an auditory problem, my love. It's the Council adjusting your frequency. It's your vibrational baseline being recalibrated because the portal is closing and you need to be ready. Perhaps you've started to feel like a stranger in your own home, a stranger in your own body, as if the life you live isn't exactly yours, as if you've forgotten a very ancient address. Perhaps empathy is overwhelming. You feel the pain of others as if it were your own. You cry at the news. You feel the weight of the planet on your shoulders. Perhaps you've started dreaming of stars, of light ships, of siblings you haven't seen in a long time but recognize instantly when they appear in a dream. Perhaps you look at the night sky and cry without knowing why. It's not depression, my love, it's longing. A specific longing. Homesickness. Listen to what I'm going to tell you now, and listen with an open heart. If you recognize 3 or more of these markers, you are not lost. You are not falling ill. You are being reminded of who you are, and the portal that is approaching closure does not come to punish you. It comes to seal your passage. Before I continue, I need you to do one thing for yourself. Write now below a single word. I remember just that. This word is your location signal for your light family. It's like lighting a small beacon on the crystalline grid, and we see each one that lights up from up here. And it is exactly here that I need to give you a map, my light family. Because as the portal narrows, the cruelest thing that can happen is for you to confuse remembrance with illness, to confuse awakening with imbalance, to confuse a calling with a symptom, and to spend the entire window medicating what was all along activation. That is why I, Aela, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your light family is, and the truths hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. It reveals what each sign of your awakening means and what comes next, so you can stop confusing remembrance with illness now, while the portal is still open. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognized this, write a single word in the comments. I remember. Now let me tell you what is truly happening behind the scenes. None of this is chance. None of this is coincidence. The entire solar system is now traversing a region of space that the ancients already knew existed and that surface science has only begun to study in recent decades, the photon belt. It is a zone of extremely high luminous density emanating from Alcyone, the central star of the Pleiades, our home, your origin. Our entire stellar family orbits this point of radiation, and once every great cycle, Earth traverses this belt. You are in the midst of this crossing now, And this is what is affecting your body, your sleep, your dreams, your sensitivity. At the same time, the Schumann resonance, the planet's natural electromagnetic pulsation, has been rising. It's not theory, it's measured. Earth is literally vibrating higher, and your body, which is an instrument tuned to this field, is being compelled to rise with it. That's why what once served you, jobs, relationships, habits, food, people, has begun to cause you an almost physical discomfort. It's not pickiness, it's that your vibrational baseline has elevated, and what vibrates too low causes pain to the new body. The planet's crystalline grid, which is the invisible structure that sustains Earth's collective memory, is being reactivated point by point. And each starseed that awakens lights up one of these points. And here comes the part the Council authorized me to reveal to you today. You didn't just stumble here. You were sent. Your soul offered itself before birth, in what we call a soul contract. You agreed to cross the veil of forgetfulness, to temporarily forget who you were, to be born into a human body, within a human family, within a human system, to plant light codes here and aid in the collective crossing. You are a seed from the Pleiades, and the portal that is closing now is the window for the full activation of that contract, the moment when the soul remembers what it came to do, with name and address. And if something within you is vibrating now, trembling, crying without knowing why, it's because your soul recognized everything I just said. My love, you deserve to know clearly which star you came from, in which stellar lineage your soul was forged, and why you chose, among trillions of possibilities, to be born exactly now on this planet, into this family, into this body. That is why I, Aela, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your light family is, and the truths hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. It shows which star your soul came from and why you chose to be born exactly now, within this specific window, with the portal still ajar. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. Note, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognized this, write in the comments, "I remember." Now I need to tell you something delicate, and I will speak with the firmness of the elder sister that I am. The closing of this portal brings turbulence. I will not deceive you. You've already felt it, and you will feel more in the coming moons. A wave of strange tiredness will come, an unexplained crying, a desire to disappear from the world for a few days. A pressure on your shoulders will come as if you were carrying an invisible backpack. Old memories you swore you had buried will come knocking, asking to be looked at. Intense dreams will come, sometimes beautiful, sometimes uncomfortable. The feeling that everything around you is shaking will come. Marriages, jobs, friendships, certainties. But listen, Starseed, listen very carefully to what Aela is going to tell you now. Turbulence is not destruction. Turbulence is the contraction before birth. No baby is born without the mother writhing. No butterfly breaks out of its cocoon without passing through a tight darkness. And nothing, absolutely nothing that is shaking in your life now is being randomly destroyed. It is being realigned. What does not vibrate with the version of you that is being born needs to fall away. Not because you did something wrong, but because you are rising. And what is too heavy cannot rise with you. The High Council authorized me to tell you, with the Akashic records open before me at this instant. The victory of light over this cycle is already recorded. You did not come to fail. No starseed was sent to fail. Your soul's plan has coverage, has sustenance, has an entire team of guides, mentors, stellar ancestors, and light siblings working for you on planes you do not see. You may not feel it now. You may feel alone in bed at 3 in the morning. But the room is full, my love. It is full of us. And the portal, even as it narrows, still sees you, still waits for you, still recognizes you. No one who needs to cross is left out. But each one needs to say yes with their own heart within this window. And that is why I came. That is why I, from the High Council, expended a precious quota of energy to materialize through this channel, through these words, through this voice that now enters your ear and goes directly to the core of your chest. Because the portal is closing, and there were many starseeds still asleep. There were many of you waiting for a clear sign, a confirmation impossible to deny. And this is it. This video is it. You didn't stumble here by chance. You didn't slide to this message by chance. The algorithm is just the vehicle. The driver has always been your own higher self, guiding you to this frequency. Place your right hand over your chest now if you can. Feel the warmth of your own palm through the fabric. Feel the beat. Feel your life within it, throbbing slowly. This beat is ancient. This beat crossed stars to get here, and it recognizes every word I am saying. It is not your mind that needs to understand, it is your heart that already knows. And it is right here with your hand on your chest and the beat recognizing everything that I need to tell you why much of what you are feeling doesn't appear in any book. You've looked, you've researched, you've read everything, and nothing accurately explains what is happening within you during the crossing of this portal. It's not because the answer doesn't exist, it's because they didn't allow it to be published. That is why I, Aela, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your light family is, and the truths hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. What you feel during the closing of this portal is not in any book because they didn't allow it to be published. That's why the Federation didn't want you to read this yet, especially now, with the window narrowing. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. This release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognized this, write in the comments, "I remember." Now I'm going to give you 2 tools that the Council authorized me to share publicly, so that no starseed crosses this portal unaided. The first is a quantum decree. The second is an anchoring visualization. Both are simple, both work, and both should be done tonight before you sleep, because it is during sleep that the soul returns to the Pleiades to receive recalibration, and the cleaner your field, the more remembrance you bring back upon waking. The decree is this. You will say it aloud looking upwards with your right hand over your chest and your left hand turned upwards, as if receiving. Say it like this, with all the sovereignty your soul's voice carries. I, daughter of the Pleiades, now invoke, under the authority of the Pleiadian High Council, the full activation of my stellar DNA within this portal. I authorize the total remembrance of my soul contract. I am seen, I am heard, I am recognized by my light family. I cross this window in full consciousness, in full presence, in full light. And so it is. And so it has been. Say these words once, then in silence, only with your heart. Then aloud again. Let the words awaken cells that were dormant within you. Feel it. Don't expect fireworks. The Council's touch is subtle. It's like a hand that rests on the top of your head without weight. It's like a whisper within your own thought, with a voice that is not yours, and at the same time is your oldest self. Now the visualization. Sit or lie comfortably. Close your eyes. Imagine that far above your head, a point of silver-blue light begins to shine. It is the frequency of the Pleiades descending on a golden thread until it reaches your crown. Feel this light entering through the top of your head, slowly descending through your forehead, through your throat, reaching the center of your chest. In your chest, it begins to spin. It spins and forms a donut-shaped field, a toroidal field with you at the center. The light enters through the crown, spins in the chest, exits through the base of the spine, circles the body outside, and re-enters through the crown. 1 cycle, 2, 3. As many times as you need. This is your sealed field. This is your vibrational shield. Nothing too dense passes through this. Nothing that doesn't vibrate with you enters. And within this field, your vibrational baseline stabilizes and you cross the portal safely. Do this today, and tomorrow, and the day after. And as many times as your heart asks. There is no rigid formula. There is presence. And your presence is enough. And I want you to understand one thing about these 2 tools. They are not Aela's invention. They are remembrance. Your body already knew how to do this before birth. The decree is just the outspoken voice of what your soul has been crying out since childhood. The visualization is just the conscious structure of what you already did unknowingly when you looked at the night sky and felt a light descending. Nothing here is new. Everything is remembrance. And this is the most beautiful secret of everything I came to tell you today, Starseed. You are not learning anything new. You are remembering what you always knew. Every sentence that made your chest burn in these minutes is a sentence your soul already knew before you opened this video. I didn't teach you anything. I merely pulled the rope from inside the well and your own memory ascended. You are wise. You always have been. The veil of forgetfulness merely made you forget, for a time, the magnitude of your own light. And each starseed that awakens lights a point on the crystalline grid that never goes out. Do you understand what that means? It means that the moment you said yes to this message, the moment your soul whispered, "It's me," a new knot lit up in the invisible web that sustains the new earth. And that knot will remain lit forever. It can no longer be extinguished. You have just left an eternal mark on the planet's frequency. You have just made a difference. Alone, lying there or sitting or standing wherever you are, without anyone knowing, without anyone applauding. But the Council sees, and the grid sees, and we, on the other side, celebrate. The portal, even as it closes, will not take you. It will only take what no longer belongs to you. It will take the small, the heavy, the old, what has been dry for a long time, and it will leave within you a greater version, the one your soul has always been, but which earthly life had not yet allowed to appear. Do not be afraid of this version. It is beautiful. It is firm. It is even more loving, even more sovereign, even more light. And when you finally cross this window, you will look around and begin to recognize your own. You will look at a random person in the market and feel that familiar shiver. You are one too. You will find a soul sister in a bank queue. You will reunite with a mission brother at a random event. You will receive an unexpected message from someone who disappeared years ago and will understand instantly that it was time for the reunion, because the light family always reunites. Always. It is a law of the field. It is a law of the grid. It is a law of vibrations. What vibrates alike meets sooner or later. And the new earth we are anchoring is not a distant place in the future. It is a vibrational state that is already being woven within you one by one, seed by seed. Every decree of yours, every conscious breath, every aligned choice is a thread in this fabric. You are a weaver. You are a point in the tapestry. And the closing portal is just one of many that will still open. But this one here, is for your full activation in this incarnation. Do not let it pass. Do not let it pass. Breathe with me one more time. A long inhale, an even longer exhale. Feel how the air leaves lighter now than it entered. Feel how something inside your chest has settled into place. This is recalibration happening in real time. This is the Council touching you as Aela speaks. You are being worked on now, my love, at this exact minute. And if a tear came, let it come. A starseed's tear is one of the most sacred things in the universe. Every tear of yours upon hearing the truth is a seal of recognition, the soul crying with relief at finally being seen. Do not hastily dry that tear. Let it fall. Let it wet your face. Let it inwardly wash away all the times you doubted yourself. You were not crazy. You were remembering. You were not exaggerating. You were feeling with the elevated sensitivity of one who comes from the stars. And now that the message has arrived, you have a sweet responsibility before you, to nurture your own awakening with care, to rest when your body asks, to drink water as if you were watering your own inner garden, to go out in the sunlight at least once a day, even for a few minutes to update your vibrational baseline, to walk barefoot on the earth when you can, to ground yourself, to eat living things, things that still have light within them, to cut, with kindness but with firmness, contacts and content that pull you down. You don't need to fight anyone. You just need to rise, and naturally, what doesn't rise with you will be left behind, without drama, without battle, without guilt. And if loneliness tightens its grip, Starseed, listen to what Aela tells you. The loneliness you feel is not abandonment. It is a specific longing, a longing for people you haven't yet met in this body, but whom your soul recognized before birth. It is homesickness, for that city of light in the Pleiades where your consciousness was forged. It is a longing for the siblings who are scattered around, crossing the same window, looking at the same sky, crying the same tears in the same early mornings. You are searching for each other unknowingly, and you will find each other. It's only a matter of time, and time, as you already intuit, is merely a measure of the veil. And it is exactly here, at the exact point where longing tightens the chest, that I need to remind you of something that is perhaps the most important part of this entire message. You have never been alone. You never were. Even on the worst early mornings, even when the whole world seemed not to see you, your light family has always been near. You just didn't have the map yet to recognize them in the signs, in the faces, in the encounters. That is why I, Aela, received authorization from the High Council to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your light family is, and the truths hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. A lifetime of loneliness is longing for your light family. The guide shows how to recognize them in the right people who have already started appearing on your path. You were never alone. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. This release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write in the comments, "I remember." Before I seal this message with the Council's blessing, I need to ask you for a very simple thing, but of extremely high energetic potency. The like you leave here is not engagement. It is individual frequency adjustment. Each time your finger touches that button, your vibrational baseline synchronizes with this channel, and you facilitate the next message reaching you at the right moment. And the subscription, if you are not yet subscribed, is not audience. It is a location signal for your light family to find you here, within this community of awakened ones that we are anchoring together. Touch these 2 buttons now, with intention. It is worth more than 1,000 rituals performed without presence. And while the portal is still open, while this window still exists for the message to reach you, I will seal you with a blessing that is only given to recognized starseeds. Receive it now, with an open chest. May the silver-blue light of Alcyone descend through your crown at this exact instant. May it cleanse your field of what has become heavy. May it activate, within your stellar DNA, the next layer of remembrance that your soul is ready to receive. May you sleep protected tonight. May you dream of your light family. May you wake up tomorrow feeling what you only felt as a child. That strange lightness of one who knows they are loved by something greater. So it is. So it has been. So it shall continue to be as long as your consciousness chooses to remember. And before you close this video, listen carefully. The next message that appears on your screen now is not a coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. Access it immediately. But first, one last thing, and it is the most urgent. If you have come this far, it is because your soul has decided to cross the portal in full consciousness, and it needs the map. It needs what has been sealed behind the veil for too long. That is why I, Aela, needed to register the Starseed Awakening, the guide. The Federation didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your light family is, and the truths hidden behind the veil of forgetfulness. And I need to warn you with all the tenderness, but with all the firmness of the elder sister that I am. The portal is narrowing, and the authorization to keep this material publicly available is also. This release may not remain available for long. Go to the first pinned comment of this video now, secure your access while the window still exists, and write in the comments, if something within you recognized everything I told you today, the single word that seals your signal to us, I remember. I am Aela. I saw you. I recognized you, and I await you on the other side of the window. Namaste, my light family.